He could see the world in slow motion. To everyone else, time moved normally. Cars passed by, people talked, life went on. But for Zhangbu, everything slowed down, like the world was caught in half speed. Zhangbu works quietly at a CCTV control center, a place full of screens, where the city's life unfolds in little moving squares. He wears black sunglasses even indoors, something that makes his co-workers whisper about. One afternoon, while everyone else is distracted chatting, Zhangbu notices something. Two men on a motorcycle, grabbing a girl's bag and speeding off. The team loses track of them across several cameras, but Zhangbu stays focused. To him, everything moves slower, clearer. He spots the thieves again, calls it out, and thanks to his quick eyes, the police catch them. Zhangbu had this condition that made everything look like it was in slow motion for him. He was able to track the thieves successfully because of how he perceived things in slow motion. We get a flashback to when Zhangbu was in 5th grade, racing against his friend Sumi. Zhangbu felt like everything was in slow motion for the first time during the race. When his parents discovered what was going on, they took him to see a doctor. Shock looked at his eyes and told them that Zhangbu had a rare condition called dynamic visual acuity. Zhangbu had this condition that let him see everything in slow motion. This meant he could notice all the little details of anything that was moving, walking, or running really clearly. Dr. Sayak tossed a ball at high speed towards Zhangbu to show it. Zhangbu just caught it without any trouble. The doctor told Zhangbu that if he ran too much or pushed himself too hard, he might start feeling dizzy. If this keeps happening, he might end up going blind. Dr. Sayak told him to always wear black sunglasses. When Zhangbu's dad found out about his eye condition, he decided to go overseas to make some money for his son's treatment. Zhangbu began living with his mom and sister. His situation had its ups and downs. He liked to watch some things in slow motion, but since he always wore black sunglasses, the kids at school often teased and picked on him. Sumi was his only friend at school. Over time, Zhangbu began to develop feelings for her. As time went on, since she was friends with Zhangbu, people began to tease and ignore Sumi too. All of this brought Sumi to a point where, even though she didn't want to, she had to leave Zhangbu. Zhangbu didn't have any friends anymore. Zhangbu felt really hopeless and down, so he chose to watch TV non-stop from super close up, day and night, thinking it would completely ruin his eyes. But even with all that effort, his eyes didn't get any worse. Instead, he began to really enjoy the dramas he was watching. He would watch each actor closely, really paying attention. After that, Zhangbu just stopped going outside altogether. His dad didn't even come home for the holidays to save some cash. And just like that, a decade went by. One day, he got the news that his dad had passed away in a workplace accident. This tragedy really broke Zhangbu's family apart. Zhangbu's only close person left, after his mother and sister, was Dr. Sayak, so he decided to pay him a visit. Dr. Sayak suggested that he should start going out, look for a job, and help support his family with some money. Zhangbu took the advice and started working at a CCTV control center. Now, let's return to the current timeline of the film. Zhangbu actually liked watching the CCTV footage because it brought back memories of the dramas he used to enjoy as a kid. The main difference was that in dramas, everything was acted out, but the scenes he saw on the monitor were real life. Zhangbu hardly chatted with anyone at the office. Byung-soo, the person sitting next to him, tried to strike up a conversation, but Zhangbu just nodded quietly without saying anything. Zhangbu often kept an eye on the cameras and would count how many steps people took to get to different spots. Byung-soo thought it was a little odd, but he never brought it up with Zhangbu. One day, Byung-soo asked Zhangbu if he was seeing anyone. When he heard this, Zhangbu thought of Sumi. The following day, Zhangbu heads over to Sumi's house for a visit. Sumi was really beautiful, but she was having a tough time with money. When Zhangbu got there, a loan collector was already waiting, asking for payment from her. The collector shouted at Sumi, telling her to sell her house and pay back the loan. Zhangbu kept an eye on her from afar, but he just couldn't find the words to talk to her face to face. After that, he started keeping an eye on Sumi regularly using the CCTV cameras. He took the time to remember what she did every day. Every night, Sumi would come home from work and swing by a coffee shop to grab a cold drink. After noticing this, Zhangbu began to follow suit. One day, he saw a discarded sofa just sitting by the road. He moved the sofa to the spot where Sumi usually stands to enjoy her cold drink, hoping she could sit back and relax there. That night, Sumi saw the sofa. She just sat down and enjoyed her drink, not worrying about who put it there or why. The next day, it began to rain, and Zhongbu noticed through the cameras that Sumi was stuck at a bus stop. He hurried to the place with Byung-soo's assistance. When they got there, Zhongbu tried to protect her from the rain with an umbrella, just like a character from a K-drama. But Sumi didn't know who he was. She gave him a piece of her mind and then walked away. After that, Zhongbu and Byung-soo headed over to Dr. Seek to get some tips on how to impress Sumi. Dr. Seek thought it would be nice for him to bring her some flowers. The next day, Sumi is on her way to audition for a musical drama, but she's running late. She gives her manager a call, but he says she's missed the deadline. Feeling let down, she begins to sing in the street. She sang so beautifully that people walking by started to stop and listen. Just then, Zhongbu showed up with a fresh haircut and a bunch of flowers. Once her song was over, he walked up to her and gave her the flowers. But Sumi said, "Now's not the time for flowers. I'd prefer a carton of instant noodles," and just walked away. Right then, Zhongbu called her name and introduced himself, saying, "I'm your childhood friend." Sumi said, "I'm not your friend. I didn't have a friend named Zhongbu when I was growing up." Zhongbu was taken aback by this. He had been chasing the wrong girl the whole time, but now he really had feelings for Sumi. The next day, by chance, Zhongbu and Sumi bumped into each other again. Sumi was on her way home after doing some shopping. Sumi spotted Zhongbu and asked him to help her with her shopping bags. As he wrapped up delivering them to her place and was getting ready to head out, Sumi asked, "Why are you looking for your childhood friend?" Zhongbu responded, "It's because I like her." When she heard that, Sumi didn't know what to say. Later, Zhongbu saw on the CCTV that Sumi was chatting with someone on the phone. During the chat, she learned that she had been chosen for the musical drama. Sumi was so happy about the news that she began dancing in the street. Seeing her so happy made Zhongbu feel happy as well, and he even decided to sketch her. That evening, we find Sumi at a cafe, enjoying her good news. At that moment, Zhongbu appeared with a box of instant noodles and handed it to her, saying, "Remember you said you'd prefer noodles over flowers?" They began chatting. While chatting, Sumi shared her drama script with him and even performed a little scene just for fun. Zhongbu really showcased his talent in return. People in the cafe began tossing spoons at him really fast, each one marked with a number. Zhongbu easily caught each spoon and read the number on them without any trouble. Everyone had a blast. The next day, Zhongbu is seen walking around Sumi's house, counting his steps. Byung-soo noticed that Zhongbu was trying to remember the way. That evening, when Sumi got home from work, she saw Zhongbu waiting for her. They started walking and chatting together. Sumi asked, "What's your job?" Zhongbu said, "I work at a CCTV control center. I spend my whole day just watching people." Eventually, they settled down on the sofa outside the coffee shop. Sumi then said to Zhongbu, "The cafe owner is my crush. I'm pretty sure he has a car too." Zhongbu felt jealous about this. He looked at the cafe owner for a while, not able to hide what he was feeling. Zhongbu wanted to impress Sumi, so he decided to take her for a drive in a car. Since he didn't have a car, he began asking around the office if anyone could lend him one. Sadly, nobody did. On her way home, Sumi bumped into the loan collector again. He warned her, saying, "If you don't pay up soon, I might have to hurt you." At that moment, Zhongbu and Byung-soo arrived and saved her. When Zhongbu got back to the office, he noticed Sumi in front of one of the CCTV cameras, shouting, "Thank you." She realized that Zhongbu was keeping an eye on her from the CCTV control center. That really made Zhongbu's heart happy. That night, they headed to a park together. Zhongbu caught some falling leaves and handed them to Sumi, asking, "If you had a car, where would you go?" Sumi said that if she had a car, she'd always drive to the ocean. Zhongbu didn't own a car, so he began taking the local bus regularly and ended up making friends with the driver. Zhongbu had often noticed the bus driver playing baseball by himself at night after his shift. One night, Zhongbu decided to join him for a game. While they were playing, he shared his feelings and asked for some help. The driver said he would help him out. The next day, Zhongbu, the bus driver, and Byung-soo picked up Sumi from the bus stop to take her to see the ocean. They needed to go to another city for that. The three of them were having a great time and really enjoying the trip. As they got closer to the city border, A police officer stopped their bus and told them to turn around since local buses couldn't go into another city. Sumi stepped out, feeling angry, and began to argue with the officer. At the same time, Zhangbu just stood there quietly, watching her in slow motion, totally captivated. Eventually, Byung-soo helped her relax, and they all headed back to their city. The chief at the CCTV control center let everyone know that there's been a rise in kidnapping cases involving women in the city lately. He asked everyone to stay on their toes. Zhangbu was keeping an eye on Sumi through one of the monitors at that moment. But then, Sumi just vanished from the CCTV footage. Zhangbu felt a rush of panic when he saw this. He rushed to the spot and just made it in time, only to see Sumi's scarf on the ground. Before he had a chance to think, he figured out it was just a prank. Sumi had set it up. She was curious if Zhangbu would come to rescue her. So Sumi turned to Zhangbu and asked, "Do you like me?" Zhangbu replied, "Yeah, I do." When she heard that, Sumi removed Zhangbu's sunglasses and kissed him. After that, Zhangbu took her home. Sumi asked him to come in. When they walked in, they found the loan collectors already there, sitting inside. They had messed up the place and were pressuring Sumi to pay back the money. Zhangbu wanted to help Sumi, but the pressure got to him, and he ended up fainting right there. Once the loan collectors finally left, Zhangbu and Sumi started cleaning up the mess together. While he was at it, Zhangbu came across some old drawings he had made for Sumi back in school. This confirmed that Sumi was really his childhood friend. Sumi then told Zhangbu, "I know I left you when things were really tough for you. I kept my identity a secret from you for that reason." "No problem at all." Zhangbu just stayed quiet, not able to say a word. The following day, he visited Dr. Sayak for an eye exam. The doctor told him that his condition had gotten worse and that he might lose his vision at any time. After hearing this, Zhangbu felt even more resolved. He always counted his steps wherever he went, just in case he ever went blind, so he could still find his way around by himself. But Sumi sold her house to pay off all her debts, and now she doesn't have a place to stay. Zhangbu spots Sumi on the monitor, holding a box and chatting with someone. A female co-worker at the CCTV center spots a car that's been going around the same area for a while. She starts to get suspicious and takes a closer look at the license plate. She looks at the plate and figures out that the car belongs to a kidnapper who's on the run. She quickly tells the chief, and he gets in touch with the police. But just a few minutes later, the car is gone. Zhangbu is really scared now that he can't see Sumi on the screen anymore. What if something's happened to her? Zhangbu quickly grabs his bike and heads out to help her. But as he goes along, he starts to lose his sight. He crashes into a car. Byung-soo, watching everything unfold on the CCTV, quickly runs out to lend a hand. At the same time, the kidnapper is holding a knife to Sumi, trying to make her get into the car. Out of nowhere, Zhangbu shows up, calling out, "Sumi!" The kidnapper, surprised, releases Sumi and begins to run away. So, at that moment, the police show up and take him into custody. Sumi is taken by the police for questioning. Zhangbu is just standing alone on the street. Byung-soo finally gets to him and takes his friend's hand to help him out. Zhangbu, who is almost blind now, starts to cry. Due to his situation, he chooses to keep some space between himself and Sumi. Sumi often glanced at the CCTV, waving and hoping that Zhangbu would come by to see her. A few months later, we see a new scene unfold. Sumi spots Zhangbu sitting in a coffee shop. She walks up with a smile and waves at him, feeling excited. Zhangbu quietly takes out a walking stick and heads off in the other direction. Sumi is taken aback, and it really sinks in for her. Zhangbu can't see anymore. She feels her heart break with that realization. She quietly trails behind him and finds herself at an art gallery. She sees paintings of herself there, the paintings that Zhangbu made. Next, we hear Zhangbu's voice and narration. "Even though I can't see Sumi right now, I can still picture her in my memories." The next day, Sumi goes after Zhangbu once more. After walking a bit further, Zhangbu turns back and asks, "So, where do you want to go today?" Sumi notices that he can still sense her around. With tears in her eyes and a big smile, she rushes over and gives him a tight hug. And that's how the film wraps up.